We learned this week Parshas Sisa, and in it, the Maisa Egel Hazov, the story of the golden calf. Arguably the most difficult and most devastating parsha in the entire Torah. And as difficult as it is to comprehend how Klal Yisrael could have done an egel, how they could have made an egel after watching a year of Makis, the experience of Yetzias Mitzrayim, Skiras Yamsuf, it's even more difficult to understand the way the egel occurred. The Rebbe Hashem came to Moshe Rabbeinu and he said to him, "So Maharim and Aderech, the Klal Yisrael has gone quickly off the way, Ar Shizivisim, what I commanded them, also Lehem Egel Masecha, and they've made a golden calf." Asher Chaim Shmuel Levitz, these words Sahem Mahir, they went quickly, seem to go against the whole way of the Yetzer Hara. The Gemara tells us, Kachi Darchas Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara comes to a person, he says, do a chet today, a little more tomorrow, the next day, till finally he falls on a slippery slope, and he comes to Chas v'Chalila to do Avodah Zarah itself. But the Yetzer Hara doesn't get a person to Avodah Zarah immediately. He won't capture it that way. He won't do it. It's only once he's tumbling down the road of Ched, then he will arrive, Chas v'Chalila, at Avodah Zarah. So how was it? Sahar Mahir and Aderech, they went quickly. Says Chaim Shmuel Levitz Hatzal, the answer lies in the first pasuk. Vayaram ki voshesh Moshe l'redis min ha'ar. That the nation saw, Klal Yisrael saw that Moshe was tarrying. He was delaying coming down. What does it mean he was delaying coming down? The Gemara Shabbos tells us, Al tikre boshesh, don't read boshesh, he was tarrying, el boshesh. The sixth hour came. B'shosha ol Moshe l'marum, when Moshe Rabbeinu went up on high, when he went up to Shemayim to get the Torah, Amalhan the Yisrael Sofer B'im Shana B'tchila Sheish, Ani Ba. After 40 days, in the sixth hour I will come. The Sov Mem Yom Ba, so the 40th day came. Ba Satan V'ir V'esa Olam. The Satan came and caused confusion in the world. Amalhan Moshe Rabbechem Heichen Hu. So Satan asked Klal Yisrael, where's Moshe Rabbeinu? Where's your Rebbe? Amrullah, Lamaram, he went up to get the Torah. Amrulahen B'Sheish V'Lishkich Olav. The sixth hour has arrived. He doesn't care about you. Meis V'Lishkich, he's dead. And at which point, here Lehen Demus Min Tasso, the Satan showed Klal Yisrael an image of Moshe Rabbeinu's deathbed. And that's when Klal Yisrael came to Aaron HaKohen and said, Moshe Ish, he's gone. We have no leader anymore. The one who brought us out of Mitzrayim, the one who's been with us the whole time, our manig, he's gone. We're finished. We're done. Yush, despair. Says Chaim Shmuel Levitz, when a person comes to despair, anything's possible. There's no derech of the Yetzer Hara anymore. There's no mechanism. There's no dynamic. A person's finished because if he has no hope, then anything can happen. That's the vulnerability. But the real question is more than that. If Klal Yisrael was in such a situation of despair, and the Rebbe Hashem knew it, and he's the one who sent the Son, so then why did he punish them so harshly? To the point that he was ready to destroy Klal Yisrael, but for Moshe Rabbeinu's tefillas, and that because he couldn't give the entire punishment immediately, he doses out that punishment throughout the generations. Why such a harsh punishment if Klal Yisrael was so vulnerable? And the answer is that it's not about Moshe Rabbeinu. It's not about anybody. It's not about any person. It's about the Ribbon Shalom. True, Moshe Rabbeinu is gone as far as they're concerned. True, they don't have their manig anymore. They don't have their leader. But they have the Ribbon Shalom. He's never gone. And as we get ready for Pesach right now, we have to focus on the mitzvah Yetzias Mitzrayim. For all of our preparations, that's our agenda. That's the climax we're coming to. Says Reb Tzodek that the mitzvah of Zechir Yetzias Mitzrayim, of the kavanas in that mitzvah is to recognize, to know that the Russian could do anything. Here Klal Yisrael was sitting in an impossible situation. In Mitzrayim, no one ever left. They're working day and night. They're avodim. They're being broken physically, spiritually, emotionally. Yet the Rebbeinu Shalom did the impossible. He did the impossible in a grand way. He took the slave nation and made them into his dear children. The Klal Yisrael that we are, nothing's impossible. there's the Rebbeinu Shalom. If anything we can take out of Purim, it's that. Klal Yisrael in such a low state, ready to be destroyed, and yet the Rebbeinu Shalom comes and lifts them up, makes nisim v'niflos. If we can keep this in mind, as we prepare for Pesach, we go from Gula to Gula. Be'ez Hashem Yisborach, our moon will be strengthened, our hope will be there, and Chas v'Shalom will never come to despair.